Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm playing again, at the direction of my muse. She's been shouting yellow in my ear for 2 days, so I went through my goodies and I found yellow. And then, well, let me step back a little bit before I plunge right in. I want to take a few moments to give a special shout out and thank you to all of my subbies who have been leaving these lovely comments, and I want to thank you and let you know how I do appreciate them. Sometimes I ask a question and I get good advice in return, so that's just absolutely makes me thrilled. I've decided, since she wanted yellow, and that I just used the plastic tablecloth to make this yellow background on this mixed media paper. And furthermore, well, let me go down another little rabbit hole. My dear husband is off this morning and he's going to be gone for a week, flying his model airplanes with his friends and just having a wonderful time. And I'm going to be doing the same. I'm going to be playing my brains out. Now, back to how that's connected. I'm going to take some special time this evening to cut up that tablecloth, and I've decided, with some suggestion, with a wonderful suggestion from Kathy, and thank you, Kathy, that I'm going to cut the pieces of tablecloth that I'm going to be sharing with you 13 by 26 inches. That will give two 12 by 12 cuts that you can, by folding and cutting down the center, you will have two 12 by 12s with a little left over. I'm a great believer that you don't want to come right up to the edge. If anything, a little leftover is good. So I'm going to be doing some cutting tonight, and I'm going to take some pictures, and the lace plastic tablecloth will be coming soonest. So this is going to be the background, and I've picked all of these bits, and this time I'm going to just plunge in and put down a nice collage of these pieces of yellow ephemera that I found, and hopefully they will be, and of course my new absolute love is scanning, so I'm going to scan them, and I will have them for repeated use. So let's see what we can do with all of this good stuff. I've had this at least 4 to 5 years, and this was a learning piece of jelly printing, and I've just been babying it and cutting on this piece for so long. It's like an old friend. So let's plunge in. What to do first? I took this one because I thought it might work nicely in this area. So I'm going to leave those two over there for a time because they're strong. Here is another selection of bits from my my jelly printing, yellow, and of course the opposite on the color wheel, purple. And I think I'm going to start. I like this bit right here, so I'm going to start with this here. I have no plan after this. I have no idea after these are glued down what is going to happen, but that's the fun of the exercise. Let's have a little bit of this. maybe here. These yellows work well together. And this bit of, I don't really know what. Well, I think it's a leaf. I have no idea where that came from, except that it was in the yellow section. Why? In my good friend here. What else? What else have we? We have a lot, Carol. We have a lot. Now, and I have these, and I would like so much to add these. And I'm just going to tear around this, because I can always use half of a butterfly if necessary. I'm going to take the antennae off because I can add those. Now, do I want the whole one? I don't know. And for some, oh yes, yes, I just have to have this birdie someplace. Have my choice between the butterfly and bird, I think I'll pick this birdie because, oh, why did you do that, Carol? Oh, well. This is junk journaling, and my perfectionism has to be kept at bay. Yes, it does. Now we have some butterfly on yellow tea roses. I do hope that you all are keeping well and enjoying your crafting. Now, some or all, I'm not sure. I also want to try to think of this as for future cutting. This is just too big. Just too big. So we're going to have half of a butterfly. Have a butterfly wing. He'll be back here. And more birdie. And maybe, well, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to tear these bits so that and come back when they're torn, and then we'll get the placement down, because you certainly don't need to sit and watch me tear paper. I'll be right back. Well, here I am back, and as my grandmother would have said, it's time to get down to brass tacks. Yes, brass tacks. That was her expression when she wanted to get serious and get going. And that was one of the expressions that I heard as a wee girl. Let's get down to brass tacks. All of the pieces are attached. I decided that since we had a bird and a butterfly part, that we'd put in a couple of ladies, and this is it thus far. Now, of course, I want to even this out a little bit, so golden zinc white, as you can see, a lot more transparent than gesso. And pushing back here. I'm thinking I want to see a little bit more of this girl, so I'm going to clear her off a little bit. There we go. And it's certainly a personal choice here. Because I do it, particularly in a case like this, is because there is contrast on these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces, and see if we have done the job here. Nope, not right there. Let's go and see if we can't do something there. Better. Better, better. Okay. Now this is going to take a little bit to dry. And I'm going to let it dry naturally. So I'm going to clean this up. Clean the brayer up, and by the time I get back, we should be ready for the next round. So, the next layer is going to be this stamping here and there, on and off the page. One, two, three. Four. Five. Six. 7. All right, this is StazOn Stone Gray, because of the grayed down look that I have now. Set that aside for a few moments. And then I think I need something with a little bit more more strength. Well, there it was. I could not see that. I could not see the forest for the trees. I thought it was missing in action. Let's try some mustard. Stays on mustard. Whoa. Let's see what stays on mustard is going to look like first. Yes, I will. Let me pick another shape. These are Inka Dinka Doo stamps from Tuesday morning. I'm thinking that one. Yes, I am. I'm thinking that one. Let's see. And let's literally see what it is that we're going to have here. Ah, that's not a bad color at all for this one. That goes with that goes nicely with Birdie's Birdie's breast and tail. All right, now. Speaking of which, oh my. Yes. I wasn't sure that I would have, I bought this blind, but it could become a family favorite here. Let's see. All right, that's making a bit of a statement in this background. Good. So, mustard stays on. Mustard is a keeper. Oh yes. And yes, I'm going to do it because I love doing it, and I love this stencil, and that's two loves, so that's workable. Okay. Ceramic Coat Antique White, Sunshine, and Pale Yellow. Just a tiny bit of yellow in this antique white, so that's why it's coming out to play. Now, let's see what we're going to do now. Let's see about this decision, whether we're happy with it or not. Oh yes. Adding some color without making too much of a statement. Now let's go to some lighter one here. Some more of the light one. Now, the contrast is going to be, of course, the antique white. Yes, that's very good. Oh my, yes. More antique white. Let's bring the eye up the page here. Right here, a white one. Yes. Oh yes. I do hope that my muse is happy, because she's been systematically haunting me about yellow, but I think it's the season. I'm wondering if a little bit whiter white might just pick this whole experience up a little bit. This is Magnolia White, my very favorite, one step down from pure white, with just enough color in it. I love this color. see what's happening. Fingers crossed. Oh, yes. This stencil just comes through all of the time. Okay, I think I'll stop because it's like eating peanuts. Well, a piece of yellow themed collage paper. Almost, I think. Of course, this needs a frame. Now the question is, not vintage, but tea dye, I think. I think. This tea dye has just enough yellow in it that it helps the situation. I'm glad that I uncovered her. And maybe a little bit more of Birdie here. Let him peek through a little bit. There we go. Well, my second bit of collage that I'm going to play with, I'm going to scan. I've become a scan queen. My husband thinks he's made a monster. But I have lots of my artwork scanned, and I'm thinking, well, why can't I just take my old artwork of mine and work on top of it like this? Oh, won't that be fun? So, if you have enjoyed sharing this experiment with me, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. And thank you again, all of my wonderful subbies who share their thoughts with me. I do appreciate it, and I certainly try to answer them. Bye now. See you soon.